Good evening, guys. This Sweet Potato coming to you with another wonderful daily devotion. Nightly devotion, I will change that later. Yeah, okay, this time I'm going to share my screen. This time I'm going to go ahead and give you guys something to look at besides my face. Because my face gets boring pretty quickly. Let's be honest. We're just sitting at night, making sure to get that good scripture in. So I'm going to read from my Bible. And if you guys don't have your Bible with you, you can read from this. That way. See, using your brain. We are not cavemen. We have technology. That's a quote from Patrick himself. In any case, if you guys are ready, then spuds up. Let's go. Better is a dry morsel, and quietness therewith, than an house full of sacrifices with strife. A wise servant shall have rule over a son that causeth shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. The finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his Maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Excellent speech becometh not a fool, much less do lying lips a prince. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. See, I'm paying attention. An evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent before him against him. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than a fool in his folly. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. Therefore leave off contention, before it be meddled with. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to it? Now let's go back again. I'm doing my best, okay? Better is a dry morsel, and quietness therewith, than an house full of sacrifices with strife. Better is a dry morsel, an herb to sacrifice, than a whole ox. A dry morsel and quietness therewith, peace therewith, than an house full of sacrifices with strife. When there's discord when discord is being sown among the brethren, things are not quite as fantastic as they seem. You may have a bunch of nice juicy oxen to offer up to the Lord, but their meat, their death, is not going to alleviate all of the wickedness just stirring around in your house. A wise servant shall have rule over a son that causeth shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. A wise servant will be so useful, will be so crucial to the family, that the son that the son that causes shame or goes down a wrong path won't be able to get out of it using their daddy's money. That wise servant will take that part of the inheritance with the brethren, because they made their master proud. Master, and you can't call anyone master but the Lord. They made their boss. There we go. boss employee. There we go. A finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord trieth the hearts. Mhm. The Lord tries your heart. The Lord molds your heart. The Lord polishes your heart. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to naughty tongue. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. He allows lying to sip through his lips and the lips of those around him. And lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. We remember that. Remember that. A lying tongue, abomination. And a liar giveth ear to naughty tongue. Because a liar does not care about what he's lying about. He only seeks arrogance and people to listen to him. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker. You heard that, eh? That poor man probably makes more than I do in a day. Sounds like mocking to me. Aye. You're saying that the Lord didn't put that poor man there for a reason? Hey, even if he's faking it, that he'll receive his condemnation when he needs it, or when it's his time. But that doesn't mean that you should make any assumptions, because you're not in his shoes. You wouldn't know. Makes you think. And he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. See? Calamities are kind people. An example of calamities are kind people giving money to somebody who already makes 6 figures. and he that loveth these calamities will not be unpunished. He'll get his retribution when it is his time. Children's children are the crown of old men. Grandchildren are the crown of old men. They are their pride. They are their joy. They are everything that they love and that they know and love. And the glory of children are their fathers. Their fathers. A father of a child is meant to be an amazing role model. They're meant to be they're meant to be someone who they can look up to and strive to be like when they get older, you know? Excellent speech becometh not a fool, much less do lying lips a prince. Excellent speech, the speech of life, the lips of the wise, that are only spoken by the prudent man, will never be a fool because they'll have too much wisdom. But lying lips, abomination, will not be a prince because those offices are not just government appointed, but Lord appointed. A gift is as a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. A gift is precious when someone received it. Doesn't matter what the gift is. A person will love it and see it as precious and something to be adored. Whithersoever it turneth, it prospereth. No matter where it turns or what it's used for, it will prosper and find meaning. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love. He that repents for a transgression seeketh love. Who covers that transgression with love, for love covers a multitude of sins. Who makes up for hurting one person by helping 10,000. He seeketh love. He only seeks to become better than he once was. But he that repeateth the matter separateth very friends. They even separate their friends. They sow discord among the brethren, which is an abomination. Okay, I gotta keep going back to that. But seriously, that friend is somebody you can really trust and hold dear and near and dear to your heart. You separate even them from yourself when you repeat your mistakes. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. If a fool gets punished, he'll still think he was in the right and that he was being abused. But correcting someone who is wise will actually allow them to learn something. An evil man seeketh only rebellion. He only seeketh to be independent and do their own thing, have their own style, while turning away from their Father in heaven and doing the things that are against him, specifically for the sake of doing them. That's what rebellion is. It is doing things against those who have authority over you, specifically for the sake of doing it. But therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him, and he shall have his reckoning. That cruel messenger will show him what's up. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. A bear robbed of her whelps. A person robbed of his sustenance, one who's robbed of their life. No. One who's robbed of their treasures. Yeah. Meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. Oh, and a fool in his folly. Oh, that way they can correct him, and the man will actually take his punishment and accept responsibility. And the fool in his folly will only seek to continue his folly. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. That evil. If somebody gives you a honey bun, you smack it on the floor. That guilt's not gonna leave your heart. You're still gonna feel it later. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. Therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. Bro. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil will not leave their house. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of one time when I was typing to somebody, and it was in a live video, mind you, and somebody said that I type like someone who's mentally disabled. That's just concerning my typing. And I was feeling petty, so I said, well, that's my day ruined. Have a nice day. And I waited a little bit before leaving. This girl was mad because she had insulted me, a person she didn't know, and I had openly stated that I was offended by her comment. That evil did not leave her house. She felt guilty and she felt mad at me because she didn't know how to keep her fingers in check. Don't be a jerk, guys. That's the whole point of Proverbs. Don't be a stinking jerk. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. Therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. The beginning of strife is when one letteth out water. When one letteth out water. Is as with when one letteth out water. Like when one letteth out water, it's the strife comes out like water from a faucet. Therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. Contention. Leave off the feeling of being content. Leave off of it. Leave off. Oh, man. Leave the faucet off of contention before it be meddled with. And the contention is ruined and the water comes out because of strife. Yeah, leave it off or else it'll be meddled with. Wait. Crud, you can't see what I'm reading. Sorry, I'm going down. I'm doing my best. Like I said before, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abominations to the Lord. Yeah, yeah. If you make excuse for evil, you're an abomination. If you condemn the wicked, you're an abomination. Like those people who say that this and this will get you sent to heck. And who the heck are you to say that? And the Lord says many times that He will have His reckoning. So a man that condemneth the just is an abomination, but a man that condemneth it all is also an abomination. And I'm not just saying that for my own vices. Just go back in Proverbs, you'll find it, I promise. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to it? So is there a price that a fool can pay to receive wisdom, knowing that he is not diligent enough, is not willing to put in the work to find it? To find it himself? No, you can't pay for wisdom. You got to get it yourself by hard work, studying, and gaining of understanding and knowledge. In any case, let me scroll down. We'll start at verse 17. There we go. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man void of understanding striketh hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. He loveth transgression, that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. He that has a froward heart findeth no good, and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy. And I think that is all where that leads to. Oh wait, no. A merry heart doeth good like meditation, like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Okay, that's the whole thing. That's that whole section. That's right here on this one page. Now let's start again. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A brother is born for adversity. It means you're gonna fight with your siblings whether you want to or not. But a friend loveth at all times. A man void of understanding striketh hands. He strikes the hands, he slaps the hands, and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. He striketh hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. My apologies. How curious indeed. And becometh surety in the presence of his friend. Oh man, I'm actually having trouble finding meaning for that one. Wait a second. Are they saying that the man void of understanding will ask his friend to take the fall? I think that might be what they're saying. They'll ask their friend to take a fall. Oh heck no. A friend loveth at all times. And that's not love, and that's just being greedy. He that loveth transgression loveth strife. And he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. He that loveth transgression, evil, loveth strife, discord. And he that exalteth his gate exalts himself, and his walk seeketh destruction. The Lord knows exactly what path you're on. So don't try. So don't lift yourself higher than you should be. And nobody likes a big head. He that hath a froward heart findeth no good, because a froward heart seeketh evil, and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. He that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief. Ooh, a froward tongue, evil tongue, mischief-seeking tongue. He's going to fall into that mischief because he wants it. He that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow. He that begetteth a fool, who allows him, who enables him, who takes him in when he needs it, does it to his sorrow. And the farther a fool hath no joy. You can't be a millionaire if you're a fool. A merry heart doeth like good like a medicine. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine. But a broken spirit drieth the bones. Ouch. Oh, man. Merry heart pumps love, and a broken spirit dries the bones because it's cracked and it needs sustenance. What? It absorbs the water. A broken spirit drieth the bones. It weakens the bone. It weakens your whole countenance, your whole walk. Ah, I see. The wicked man taketh the gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. Taketh a gift out of the bosom, out of the chest, to pervert the ways of judgment. Oh, he gives a gift out of the bosom, i.e., out of his chest, out of his heart, to pervert the ways of judgment. Oh, his heart is evil, so it seeketh mischief. So the ways of judgment will be perverted. They will have to be perverted so they can actually get to him. Because that's sorry about that. To pervert the ways of judgment. To contort the ways of judgment. To change the way of judgment. To make the ways of judgment evil. Oh, to cast, because they're casting down evil judgment. Oh, whatever. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding. Already said, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. Because he's blind. You get it? The ends of the earth, so we'll never actually be able to find him. The blind they fall into a ditch. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Also to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is an esteemed man of understanding. Apparently, wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are at the ends of the earth. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and a bitterness to her that bare him. The mother's supposed to be the caretaker. He loves that baby. He loves the baby more than anything. But her baby turned out to not actually amount to anything. So all she can do is regret that love that she gave. Wonder what she did wrong for this happened. Ah, man. The foolish son is a grief to his father. He's mourning over the possibility that his son could have been more. Oh, that's sad. Also, to punish the just is not good, nor to strike princes for equity. I mean, we already knew that. Those who condemn the just are abomination. But striking princes for equity, striking the sons of the Lord, the children of the Lord, the princes, for equity, or for surety of oneself. It's not good. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. He spares his words. You don't need to speak you don't need to speak excessively to expound your wisdom. A man of understanding is an excellent spirit. Mm-hmm. Excellent spirit, spirit of life. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. True, true. When a fool holds their peace, they're counted wise. Because that means they're actually taking the time to sit, wait, to ponder, to learn something. And he that shutteth his lips is an esteemed man of understanding. They're talking about when you're trying to educate a fool. They say you can't educate a fool. But in this case, the fool holds his peace and is counted wise because that means he's making the transition from fool to man who's on a rocky road. He that shutteth his lips and is esteemed man of understanding. They're gaining understanding. They're gaining knowledge. They're actually want desire to gain wisdom. Now that is something that's astounding to see a fool change. But it can happen. The Lord allows it to happen. That's just another beautiful aspect of life. We're not done till He says so. In any case, let's go ahead and pray. My holy hearts, Father in heaven, I come to you humbly on this night. Thank you so much for all the wonderful blessings and opportunities you've given us. Pray that may you bless us to listen, that it may stick with us, that may you will continue being your only righteous disciples, that may you be with us at all times, that you may keep us in your only righteous care, and then all things, that you may very well watch over us like the wonderful Father that you are. Pray that you may bless our houses, that you may bless our families, that you may bless each and every one of us as we continue on our walk, that we may be your holy righteous disciples until the very end. We pray these blessings and many more in your holy Son Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Oof. For some reason I got tired. It was probably because of that death battle. Man. What? I'm not even gonna spoil anything. But watching that death battle was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. Just I should have done my devotion first before doing that. Then I wouldn't. Next time. There's gonna be one more video after this anyway. So, in any case, yeah. Next time. Okay, there's potatoes out. Peace.